Good morning, y'all. Hope y'all having a good day so far. Just wanted to come on and tell you something else that I thought about. They would try to get you to leave your family and friends alone. Like, I remember sometimes he would say to me when I would get off the phone, now, mind you, he sit on the phone, he gossip all day long. He gossip all day long. I get on the phone with my people, my family, or whatever. I don't talk to a whole lot of people. So the people that I talk to is family. So things could be going great. Ain't nothing going on. But because they got to find some kind of way to have an attitude with you or to find something to argue about or whatever, they going to take whatever opportunity they can find. And so a couple of times, I done got off the telephone talking to my family or whatever, and he would say to me, you need to stop sitting on the phone listening to all your family problems and stuff like that because it's affecting our relationship. Because all it does is make you have an attitude every time you get off the phone towards me. I say that's a lie. I say I ain't never got off the phone with my family members and treated you like crap. What are you talking about? I say you're lying. I say I've never got off the telephone and turned around and talked to you sideways or made you feel small or anything. After I got off the phone with them, we ain't got no beef going on. Why I'm gonna jump off the phone and just start treating him some kind of way? Nothing but lies. I get off the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm coming in. I'm checking on him. I'm seeing if he good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't treat him no type of way. But he claimed that's what I was doing every time I'm on the phone. So, I brushed it off because, I'm just not, that's all I talk to. And you're not going to get me to do that. So you can cancel Christmas with that. But, yeah, he would try to, make me feel some type of way about talking to my family members and stuff on the phone or whatever. And I'm just like, but you sit on the phone and gossip all day long. And I don't say anything to you. I don't bother with you about your phone conversations. You do you. But what I do got an issue with them phone calls is that another thing. Tell me where they do this at. How you on the phone hard down mad at this woman man for doing the same exact thing you be doing to me? How you ready to go over there and beat him up for treating her the same way you treat me? It's just different because it's her and not me, but does she not deserve it? But I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you do that type of stuff to me. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's just how you be doing me. And you don't find nothing wrong with it, but you find something wrong with the way that that person is treating them, but you don't find nothing wrong with how you treat me. I say, yeah, that's crazy. So he like, you just don't understand. You ain't listening and you ain't paying attention. I'm like, no, I just heard the whole conversation. And to me, it sounded like her man doing the same thing my man doing. And you more mad at him than you are at yourself because you doing the same thing to me. But I'm crazy. I don't listen. I don't pay attention. I'm just like, boy, no, I've been paying attention. Eyes wide shut, but I'm sitting here letting you play my mind, making me think that, well, maybe I am tripping. Maybe he ain't treating me like that and I'm just assuming things. No, it is what it is. You know just what it is. Don't let them play with y'all mind. They good at that. Have us thinking we crazy and we know better. We know it. It's just that we be trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I had somebody ask me too, how did I end up getting the bus job after he discarded me or whatever. So what happened is that being a bus driver had been presented to me a couple of times, but I turned it down because I'm just like, that's testing and studying and all that good stuff, and I'm already working a job, and I don't want to drive. I don't want to do all that studying and everything because then I would have to also get my license transferred over before I actually get the the permit for my CDLs or whatever. And so I'm just like, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got to go through all that, this, that, and the third. But I was just like, it's an option. It's cool. I know it's there. I'll do it or whatever if I get the chance to. So when I was dealing with the narc or whatever, he used to criticize my driving. If I wasn't driving like him, then I don't know how to drive. And here I am, the one with a valid driver license. Him, none, license suspended. He has a license, but they just stay suspended because he's a speeder. He loved to drive fast, and so he stayed with tickets. So here I am taking advice, which is crazy. Well, I'm telling you, when you know better, it's just like dealing with them. They convince you so well that you don't know nothing. And you actually start to believe that crap. So here we are. We travel back and forth or whatever. And so most of the time I drive. Sometimes he'll drive, but most of the time it's me driving. So because he's Speedy Gonzalez behind the wheel and me, I'm Miss Cautious, take my time, we gonna get there. We ain't gotta fly. We ain't gotta do 95 to 100 to get to where we going. You know what I'm saying? Here I am. Let him just talk in my ear because he swear he does everything better than me. And so it's like, okay, let me show him I can drive like him. Like it ain't no big deal. So I did. I started driving like him, and guess what started happening? I started getting tickets just like him. He don't mind spending money on tickets. Me, I got an issue with that because I could be spending my money somewhere else. So it took me about 4 times to get 4 tickets to finally be like, girl, if you don't get some doggone common sense, what sense does this make? To be speeding everywhere and get a doggone ticket, and now you got to pay that ticket, pay bills, do this and do that. You ain't doing nothing but making things harder for yourself trying to listen to him. He would also try to direct traffic while I'm driving. He could be in his phone. And this how gone I was. I mean, gone. When I think about that thing now, y'all, I was out of there. I'm driving. I'm looking at the road. He over here playing in his phone. He looks up from his phone and says, get over. What I do? I get over. Thank God I've never had an accident listening to him. Because clearly this man didn't care. He would look up from his phone because he's trying to pretend like he been paying attention the whole time. But I see you over there on your phone, sir. My peripheral is very good. I don't care how much you want to tell me you ain't on your phone dibbling and dabbling with other women on that phone. That's what you over there doing. And I know you is because you so zoned in that he actually looks up from the phone and be like, get over. Me, without even thinking, I'm thinking he done scoped out the traffic or whatever, and then he says, get over. No, he ain't scoped out the traffic, but I go ahead and scoot on over, and there's a car coming up close enough. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have an accident or anything like that, but after getting over and that car was like literally right there, I'm like, you know what? Stop telling me how to drive. And I tell him that all the time. I'm like, listen, stop passenger seat driving because you're not paying attention to the road. But he like they use that famous line. That's because you ain't paying attention and you ain't listening. I said, why did you tell me to get over and you didn't even look at the traffic good enough to see if there was a car coming or not before you decided to tell me to just get over? That's because you don't pay attention and you don't listen. Anybody who's smart would have known that they need to look first and then go. I say, no, what you need to do is stop telling me when to get over, when to move over here and this, that, and the third. You like to swerve in and out of lane. I don't do that when I'm driving. I get behind people. I'm patient. Now, if I feel like they're going too slow and I've been behind them a long minute now, I will get over or whatever. But he like to zoom in and out of traffic. I don't do that. But how you look up straight from your phone and tell me get over, you ain't checked on nothing. Your life is in this car too. And my fault, I should have checked the traffic before I just decided to move over. But because I'm thinking he got good intentions over here, I'm listening to him. I learned my lesson about that day. That didn't happen no more. So I had to tell him, stop driving for me. I got this. You just ride because you could have been the one in the driver's seat. So stop telling me how to drive. So it don't stop there. He still be trying it or whatever. And so I just ignore him. And so when I ignore him, then he gets attitude. I'll just leave then. Then go, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the manipulation he started trying to use on me, because I wouldn't do as he wanted me to do in the traffic no more, like I used to do in the beginning. So in the beginning, I was all about trying to prove to him that I could drive like him, this, that, and the third. And all I did was got tickets just like him. Dummy. On my part, dummy. But I know better now. So being that he did that, you know what I'm saying, and then I had told him about the bus job. I was like, the buses are hiring or whatever. I might one day just get my CDLs or whatever. He was like, you can't drive no bus. That bus too big. And I'm sitting here telling him, I'm like, yeah, I can. I done drove things bigger than just a truck. You know what I'm saying? I've drove a van that was real like a fruit grow van. I drove that when I was like 12 years old. Backed it up, pulled it in a small apartment complex at that. Drove it around town and came back and parked it. So I'm like, I can do anything I want to do. But then just in that moment, he started just, going in like, yeah, you're all right driver or whatever, but I wouldn't trust you with all those kids on the bus, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, well, I don't think I want that responsibility on my hand either. So in that moment, he had done turned my mind into doubting myself about the job. And so we ended up having a separation go on, which was the time before this time. He ended up walking away or whatever, discarding me and ghosting me. He decided to ghost me or whatever. And the job just kept coming up a whole lot. And so I'm just like, I can't drive no bus. I don't want those kids' lives in my hand. I don't want that big responsibility, but I do need the funds. You know what I'm saying? I need better pay or whatever. And so I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about it. And then the opportunity presented itself. I went into that thing scared, but then after a while, I just told myself, you know what? I could do this. And when I started taking the tests and passing the tests and things, and boy, I felt like $1,000,000. I'm like, he tried to tell me I couldn't do it, and here I am. Somebody who can't even keep a doggone driver license telling me I can't drive. I can't drive no big bus, and I don't need to have those kids' lives in my hands, and I know I'm well capable of it. I know how to drive. I'm a safe driver. So why wouldn't I qualify for the job? You know what I'm saying? But just because he was putting that little doubt in my head, I believed it. Until I stepped out on faith and I did that thing. Y'all, let me tell you, I was so happy and proud of myself because I did something that in school, studying and tests was not my strong point. It was not at all. And so I'm sitting here like, boy, you finna go and get yourself into something, girl. You know you don't like studying, and you know you don't like taking tests, and you finna go out here and try to gamble yourself with this. And sure enough, once I started, I couldn't stop. I did all the studying I could possibly do, and I took them tests, and I passed. And I got my CDLs. And so I was just like, wow, me? After he said I couldn't do it, and I did it. So when he came back this last time around, booyah, I got my CDLs. He was like, oh, I told you could do it. That was another thing he used to kill me with too. Like if I tell him something, he swore he told me first. I told you that. I told you could do it. I told you was going to get your CDLs, and I told you that you should drive those kids around this, that, and I said, you was a whole lie. You're a whole lie. You told me I couldn't do it. You told me you wouldn't trust your kids with me on no bus. I said, you lying. He's like, how I'm lying? I told you that you could do it. I said, all right, child. All right. I said, but no, you didn't. You did not. You doubted me. I said, but it's okay, because I got them CDLs. and you still ain't got no license. He was like, okay, you got me with that one. I said, I know I did. I say, and then to top it all off, I'm sitting here taking advice from a habitual traffic offender. What? Where we do that at? Tell me, somebody, please. Where we do that at? Yeah, he had me gone. He had me in the boy. He had me for a minute, but I did it. I did it. And I still got my CDLs right now to this day. I'm happy. I'm thriving in it. I'm doing good. So don't never let nobody, not just the narc, but don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, because you can do it. And you'll be good at it. So y'all have a great day. I love you. Thank you guys for everything. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. And y'all don't judge a girl about that finger. The nail popped off the other day. So this weekend I'll be doing my nails. And I don't know. I'm going to try and record myself doing my nails and see how that go. But like I said, we'll see how that go. But yeah, until next time, y'all, have a great day. Thank you.